Hello my friends, I am out on an enormous epic walk today. It's a proper one, a real proper one. I've been all over the valley and I've still got a fair distance to go before I get home, but this part of the walk is far more steady and not too uphill or downhill. And I've been through woods and across brooks and just unbelievable rocky outcrops and just feeling really, really uplifted. And when I'm out on these walks, I do an awful lot of thinking. I'm just going to turn around and show you this beautiful blossom. And loads of things come up in my mind, and I'm a tidier, and I believe that what I'm actually doing, I've described it sometimes as spring cleaning for life at many different points, but I like to put things in their place, a place for everything and everything in its place, orderly. It's definitely the Germanic part of me, both very, very historically, centuries ago, but also more recent history. My mother's father was mostly or largely German, and I like putting things to sleep, actually, you know, just dealing with things and learning far more so at the moment to put things away. But the explorer, the adventure in me just woke up today and thought, right, I've wanted to do this particular route for quite a long time. And actually on my walk yesterday, I was walking through the same set of woods at the top of my village that I've been through today, but I took a slightly different route out of them and discovered a whole new area that even when we lived up here, we never actually discovered, never walked through. And this is the beauty of having moved back up here and doing things in my way, that I can explore these things in my own time, go the routes where my feet take me and my imagination and my wonderment take me as well. So a really, really magical process. And now that I'm about 3/4 of the way through the route, I actually just a few minutes ago had a few rumbles in my stomach because I'm getting hungry. I'm doing all of this on a pot of tea, my Alpen cereal with raw milk, and a couple of cups of coffee, and it sustained me. But ordinarily, you know, we don't like feeling hungry. It can feel like a bit of a panicked feeling, but actually today I really enjoy it. I'm enjoying it because I feel like I've really earned this hunger. I've really gone out there, and where I could have taken a shorter route, I've taken a longer one and taken in all of the landscape. And it's just such a, I mean, it's a privilege, it really is, but it's such a joy as well to be able to wander around and stop at certain points. And I've taken Lord knows how many photographs, and I've shared a couple of them with friends on Twitter, and when I get home I will send them over to the family WhatsApp group, and just my immediate family, my parents, sister and her boyfriend, the 𝐓𝐰𝐬𝐭𝐭𝐞𝐫 clan. And look, can you see in the distance there, we've got deer. Can you see? We've got deer. Oh, sweet. Oh, look. They're crossing. You can see them. You see? Magic. And I never would have seen them had I have not done this wonderful walk. And oh, look. They're going off there. going off. Ooh, lovely. Beautiful young bucks. But I'm always looking to make my life as exciting as possible, but also as functional as it sounds, actually. Also looking to tick things off the list. You know, rather than thinking about doing these things, well, go out and actually do them, you know? Go out and do them. Go and experience what it feels like to get lost on purpose, you know? To not know exactly where it is that you're going, but know that you'll always find your way back to civilization. We've got some cowsies. Were the deer talking with the cowsies? They were. Oh, you see? I really do live in the countryside. And I love it. I really love it. And for the longest time, wherever I've been, I've actually felt a little bit like a fish out of water. Not really belonging anywhere, but this is the land of my birth, you know, this part of the country is where I grew up. And I really do feel a profound sense now, actually, that I'm really immersing myself in the surroundings of truly belonging. That this is definitely the place that I'm meant to be. Oh, you can see them there. Oh. They're such beautiful, magical creatures. There's so much beauty in the world. This is what my walks really do for me. It's to remind myself that there's a really, really beautiful, really beautiful part of the world that I live in. And wherever you are, there will be points that you can get to quite easily, whether it's walking or getting on a bus or on a train, in the car, that you can go out to. You know, when I was living in London, when I went out in the car with my ex and we went to beautiful National Trust and English heritage properties, that it's not actually as far away as you think. And that's the truth with anything, frankly, that it might feel like the ideal life that you want to lead is really, really far away. And there's always work to do. And while coming out on an epic walk today isn't exactly work, there's effort involved. There's a little bit of struggle, I suppose. There were bits of the path that were a little bit hair-raising when I finished walking along one of the edges, as they're called, the rocky outcrops. And that there was a very, very steep path down to get to the path that I needed to continue my trek. But there's some involvement, there's an investment required. And we can make it. We can actually decide, you know, I was talking about the other day, setting the intention, deciding, and then executing, doing the thing, as Chris Williamson of modern wisdom would say, do the thing. Walk the walk. Talking's one thing, but doing the walk is quite another. And I'm actually going to turn off this path in a moment and continue on my solitary way, but I'm just going to show you this beautiful bit of path. And remind you that beauty is everywhere, opportunity is everywhere, hope is everywhere. And if you take up the decision to really go after what it is that you want, that you can achieve what you want to achieve. And all that you need to do today is take that little step and realize that not only is what you want actually not that far away, but you can actually achieve it.